Money stress hits harder during the holidays. Listen, let me know in the chat. I want you to type the word holidays and let me know what stresses you guys deal with in the holidays. What different type of things bring you guys the hardest money attributes, right? So once again, we're talking, let's be honest, money stress hits harder during the holidays. And you don't have to spend to prove your love, guys. Presence beats presence. All right. So we're going to break this down. Once again, if you're new to the channel, hola, ¿cómo estás? Ni hao. My name is Mrs. B. Finesse of Millennial Finesse Mindset. And we are doing our 30-day challenge. We are talking about, let's be honest, holiday edition, money mindset, and purposeful and a meaningful lifestyle and mindset. So today we are talking, let's be honest, money stress hits harder during the holidays. Listen, you don't need to spend to prove your love. Your presence beats presence. All right. So I don't know if you guys have actually talked to anybody that has a family, a parent, or you actually asked a child or someone that is being taken care of by another person, or even people that are in relationships, right? A lot of people say that people will spend that money or try to buy other people's loves, but they honestly just wanted their presence, right? You don't want the presence, you want the presence of a person. So we are talking this week, your peace is greater than your purchases. And I hope that this actually resonates with a lot of people, because we're in the holiday season, and a lot of times right now this is the most stressful time for most people because they're so focused on what they have to do for people as far as buying things. They're so focused on having to spend money that they don't have, and a lot of times they don't even really understand and realize that people just want your presence. They want your time. They want to know that you care. They want to know that you have taken time to think about them. And I want to let that be the new reality. I want that to be the new end thing, because once again, your presence is better than your presence. And if you stop moving around in life, making it seem like you are something, or your love has to be bought, or you have to actually buy things to get people to know you care, you lose sight of what's more important. A lot of times it's not what you are buying and giving people, it's the fact that you are there. Once again, if you're coming in, make sure you put in the chat what money stress you have, or put the word my presence beats presence. All right, so what we're talking about is presence, being here, being in the moment, being able to give your time, your love, your attention to somebody, instead of presence, the buying things, the gifts, those things that you are doing to allocate for the time you can't spend with somebody. So if we're being honest, as you guys are coming in, hola, como estas? Thank you for thumbs up. Thank you for supporting the channel. Those of you that are new and support the channel by getting merch, going through the website, looking at services, thank you guys for that. Shout out to you guys for that. So we're talking, let's be honest, we're in our 30-day challenge. Money stress hits harder during the holidays. Also want you to put in the chat holidays and tell me what stresses that you guys have in the holidays. It's super important that you can be there for other people. A lot of times people get caught up with, they want so many things, but you don't realize what other people don't have. I always want to be kind of that person that can help people that don't have a voice. And I think it's so important that we understand that a lot of people are here, and some of you do have family, but you don't realize what's really important, because we often get caught up with the rat race of being in this world, working 9 to 5, working to 5 to 9, working an overnight shift, whatever you guys are doing for your families. And I don't want you to forget that your presence is very important also too. It's so hard in this life because the way the reality is set up, the way the system is set up, you always have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You have to work just to take care of your basic needs. And some people don't even have the basics. So always realize, guys, that your presence is important. Be present, right? We're talking gratitude this week. We're talking reflection and real finances pre-Thanksgiving. But this is evergreen. This is something that you guys can also just run through and help it bring a understanding to what you're going through in life, and sometimes you need to reflect. A lot of times you need to hear things over and over because you lose sight of that. So once again, we are talking our 30-day challenge. Let's be honest, money stress hits harder during the holidays. All right, money stress hits harder during the holidays. I want to know what stresses you guys are dealing with. So once again, put in money stress you guys are dealing with, or holidays. Let me know what things kind of make you on the edge during the holiday season. So once again, guys, we are talking don't spend to prove your love. Your presence beats presents. All right. I know, working in education, talking to a lot of students, a lot of times my students and even the young adults I work for, either their partners or the students' parents, a lot of times they don't realize that a lot of them act up, they do things, they go out of character because they really want attention. And a lot of times people just need your presence. They need attention, not your presence, to buy them things, to give them things. It's super important in this season because with the commercialization of so many things, that's why I'm really for that no buy movement, because a lot of times we need to step back and reflect. You don't have to always be so consumed with buying. And a lot of times, guys, it has nothing to do with you. It's that mindset that's on social media. It's that mindset that is on the TV. It is always buy. That aspect of the newest thing. I got to get the newest phone. I got to get the newest TV. I got to get the newest thing for my kids. If I don't get the newest thing and I don't stand in line, I don't love them. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Once again, if you're coming in, hola, como estás, ni hao. We're live here on our 30-day challenge. We're talking about, let's be honest, money stress hits harder during the holidays. And I want you guys just to be honest with that, because a lot of times in this season, everybody's pushing you to buy here. Everybody's pushing you to spend your money, go out, work 2-3 times harder during this season just to be in debt at the beginning of the year, even though you're saying new year, new me, even though you're saying I'm going to save up and do this year. You guys have to pre-plan for those things that are coming up. So if you know you want to be new you in 2026, or new you, whatever you want to do, guys, you got to realize the steps you're taking to lead up to that. So once again, we're talking about money stress hits harder during the holidays. Don't spend to prove love. Your presence beats presents, right? And we're talking your peace is greater than purchases. Your peace is greater than purchases. So if you're getting to the point where you're buying things and you know you don't have peace because you cannot pay bills, you don't have peace because you know this thing that you're actually buying is something that's going to put you in debt, you got to pause for a second. This is going to be the pause movement, because once again, the no buy here movement, I think a lot of us really need to set that in motion, because I don't think a lot of us actually step back and realize that you are spending too much money. I do not think people realize that. I don't think people realize that you are getting yourself in debt. And for what? For something that maybe you're buying it for a loved one and they stop using it in a week, a month. Definitely, if you reflect, especially if you're a parent or somebody that has teenagers or children, you know that once they play with things, once they use things, it's inevitable. They get tired of it. They don't want to play with it, or they're looking for the next best thing. And sometimes it's very important not to overflood whoever this is, somebody in your relationship with, your spouse, your partner, your children, your family. Don't be so quick to overflood and buy things, because it is a good feeling to buy for people. And I'm not saying don't buy for people, especially people in need. But what I'm saying is don't get yourself in debt buying. Remember, your presence is more important than presents. All right. And remember that time is of the essence, right? And people really don't want things, honestly. If they're being honest, the people that want things have another empty void that they're trying to fill, right? And that, once again, we can break that down. If you don't know, my background is in psychology, and my schooling and degrees are in criminal justice too. So I look at things on a whole different level than most people. It's easy for me to pinpoint and analyze things, which goes into what I do as far as consulting and doing the education, working in education, doing consulting and coaching, guys. I see things on a way different level than most people see it. And to me, it's so important. We need to all be in this challenge 100%, right? This 30-day challenge. So let's be honest, we're talking money stress hits harder during the holidays. And I just want that to resonate with you guys, all right? Your peace should be greater than your purchases, all right? Make sure that's in the chat too. Peace is greater than purchases, right? And say something that you purchased that you feel like you would have got better peace if you didn't purchase it. That's another good thing to put in the chat. So once again, this is live. So after the live video, guys that are watching, go back in and comment in the comment section. I want you to put peace is greater than purchases. I want you guys to put in that chat. Let's be honest. Tell me something that stressed you out that you bought that you knew you shouldn't have bought so others can heed warning to your purchases. And also, guys, what I want you to do is focus on that no buy movement, right? Focus on, and this has nothing to do with other people. There's nothing you have to prove, right? You're doing this for you and you're doing this for your mindset and your mental, right? A lot of people do not realize that they're buying too much. And a lot of times you guys don't understand what the marketing does. This consumerism, this ideal of spending and spending and spending, and you know you don't have peace with it. And there's never been a place where you can be honest that you don't have peace with it because everybody's trying to market to you, right? So I just want this to be the place where you guys can come. I want this to be the community we build because we're being honest, right? There's truths. We all have different levels of how our presence in the world is, how our socioeconomic level. There's so many tiers to this, guys. But I just want to start with something that everybody can contain and grasp. And once again, let's be honest, money stress hits harder during the holidays. You don't have to spend to prove your love. Your presence beats presents that you are buying. And if you feel like you have to prove your love by spending, please step back. All right. Take a step back. Right. If you feel like you're not really sure how to navigate that or move, make sure you guys drop that in the comment section. I'm not sure how to navigate or move, Miss B. All right. Because that's one thing I really implore, because I really want people to step back, focus on what that key thing is that they need to work on, and then move forward from that, guys. Because once again, your presence beats present. And presence means you being here. Presence means you being aware. And I just want you guys to understand that. So listen, stick with us in this challenge. If you have not, go back and check the other videos on this 30-day challenge that we're having. Let's be honest. Holiday edition, money, mindset, and purposeful meaning and mindset. And I'm just hoping that you guys stay encouraged. All right. So once again, it's Mrs. B Finesse. Beautiful day again outside. And I just want to encourage you guys. Your presence is more important than presence. All right, guys. Have a great day. Adios. Au revoir.